before, like, I think there was really, the East Village was an East Village. I used to do, like, gigs on the Upper East Side, mostly, I had, like, kind of in a gay bar, so I could be, like, half naked, nothing would happen to me, say anything I wanted, be as provocative as I wanted, until, like, 4 in the morning, and then I'd go downtown looking for sex. I actually found a husband, but that was a mistake. And sometimes, I mean, in my extreme youth, I knew the cool places to go. I knew the after-hours bars, and then as time passed, I didn't know the cooler places to go anymore. I don't know really what happened, if I just didn't know the right people or what really happened. But you know, the bars would close, and I wasn't really ready to go home with the guy that I just met. I mean, I was getting more modest as I got older. And, yeah, it's pretty funny when you think about it. And, you know, so I'd say, like, hey, why don't we go to a diner? And, I was a lot younger, so when those particular lights would hit me, that beautiful kind of fluorescent thing that even MAC makeup cannot protect you from, you know, I looked all right, you know, and I'd look across the table, you know, at the guy, and he'd look at me, and there's always some waiter with like a really amazing personality, usually old-fashioned, because it's about 4:30, and the diehards, kind of, especially on 5th and I think it was 5th and A? Yeah, it was 5th and A. And you know, I would order all kinds of food that I would never be caught ordering in the daylight, with some crazy idea that if you eat really fattening shit at 5 a.m., it has no effect on you. I don't know what that's all about. And of course I'd fall in love, have sex the first date, first night, forget date. I never made it to a first date. I'm not that kind of a woman. I don't really think I've ever been on a first date. I just tend to like to get the fucking out of the way immediately. And I don't know, it's a flaw, I realize. My grandmother told me that, you know, not to even give it up like as in a kiss for a couple of weeks, but she was in the South and she was miserable most of her life, so. Anyway, I fell in love in more than a few diners, and of course it never worked out, which is one of the reasons I'm here tonight. And then I'd go back to that same diner. Like other people go back to a bar to mope, to be sad, but I'd go back to the diner, the scene of the crime. You know, you're pretty good at that.
I didn't know your life was so sad and depressing.
Nighthawks at the diner of Emma's 49er. It's a rendezvous of strangers round the coffee urn tonight. And the gypsy hacks and the insomniacs, and the paper's read and the waitress says, eggs and sausage and a side of toast, coffee and a roll, hash browns over easy, chili in a bowl, with burgers and fries, what kind of pie, in a late night charade. It's a late shift masquerade. 2 for a quarter, a dime for a dance, and Woolworth rhinestone diamond earrings and a sideways glance. And the register rings and the waitress sings, eggs and sausage and a side of toast, coffee and a roll, hash browns over easy, chili in a bowl, with burgers and fries, what kind of pie? Well, the classified section offered absolutely no direction. It was cold caffeine in a nicotine cloud, and the touch of your fingers lingers burning in my memory. I've been 86'd from your scheme.